Hello, artists out there. I hope you're still making art because sometimes life gets busy and you just keep putting it off. Maybe you're like me and you have some mental blocks around making art. I think most of it is just sitting down and doing it, getting in that chair and opening up the program or setting up the easel. Once all the materials are out in front of you, it gets a lot easier to just get in there and start working. Also, a big part of it is just clearing some mental space. All the social media nonsense and the whole world out there's a lot going on, so it's hard to unplug from it for sure. Kind of feel like you're missing out on something. But the dedication to art, I think, is worth it if it's something that you're interested in. Be able to do it your entire life. I was thinking about doing a 30-minute a day challenge for Blender starting October. I might miss the first day, hopefully not. I think I'll just wake up early and do it in the morning to start it off right, start off on good foot. But maybe I'll do it one day at a time just because I'm got some plans on the first, but otherwise, actually no, I take all that back. I will do 30 minutes every day, including October 1st. So, it might be a drawing, but I will be doing art for sure every day. And hopefully Blender, but we'll see. It can't always happen. Things can arise, but you can always find a pencil and paper and sketch some stuff out, come up with some ideas, keep the brain flowing, keep it going. It's really just like a numbers game, keeping consistent. That's all it is. All the greats, they just keep at it day after day after day after day. And I did the 1 month challenge in August, and it was awesome. Made a lot of progress. But I really fell off in September. I think maybe I was a little bit burnt out or just a little bit too weak in the mind to keep going with that progression there. But I'm going to hop back in at a little bit less, at 30 minutes. And I encourage anyone out there to hop into. We got a Discord. You can post your dailies in there for some motivation. I'll be posting up there every day, whatever I do in 30 minutes. I was thinking about doing a little bit of sculpting coming up this next month, just because I want to expand my skill set, and I don't want to get pigeonholed into one thing. Like, I love hard surface design and it's really cool, but I don't want to just be able to be a one-trick pony. I want to have at least develop my sculpting skill a little bit more, because it's definitely something I love. I love all kinds of art, not just hard surface. I love cartoony stuff. I love character design and all that cool stuff. So I want to make environments too, sculpted pillars or whatever else. So rocks. I like rocks, man. You ever seen a rock? And maybe even the rock, drop the people's elbow down. But as far as like body sculpting, I probably won't do too much unless I really want to push myself. But maybe I'll wait till like Sculpt January or whatever one of those challenges and just hop in with that. But I'll probably alternate between some hard surface stuff and some organic stuff as I'm feeling it. I almost feel a little bit burnt out on the hard surface right now, so I think doing some sculpting projects, some just more fun exploratory things to learn the tool better and challenge myself, I think it'll be really good. Also because I'm not very good at sculpting. I've done it a little bit, but I think it'll be cool to show that there's gaps in my skill set and that everyone can improve and push themselves and challenge themselves and be able to look like a novice at some point, because that's the only way you become a pro. So you gotta suffer being a noob and getting destroyed over and over again, but still pressing respawn every time you get owned. Just going for it again. Yeah, life is some crazy stuff for sure. Guess I'm, still trying to figure it out. I have a pretty good idea of where I want to go in the future. But also I'm kind of thinking about just the grandness of life, and if there really is any inherent meaning to it. I think it's probably the meaning you bring to it is what is reality. But it would be cool if there was like a truth of the universe in that essence, where there was a meaning that you were supposed to fulfill, and maybe there is, and maybe we're all doing it right now just by living. Guess I'm not a huge believer in free will, but sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. I guess some people say if you don't believe in free will, you take a lot of power away from yourself. But I think you can give yourself power just as much in a world that's already been finalized. Is that if you believe it, it becomes just as true, I guess. That probably made no sense. I think I'm still waking up right now. I'm really just trying to fill time here as an exercise to push myself to get better at talking. This is probably the hardest part of all the stuff. The Blender modeling, that's not so bad. It's even fun sometimes, but this talking stuff is definitely something that I have to push myself really hard to do. Definitely a little bit out of my wheelhouse. I think that's what it is. Yeah, it doesn't really roll in my wheelhouse. What is a wheelhouse? That's the real question. Probably just some place where they make wheels. In fact, I have to know. What is a wheelhouse? A wheelhouse is a small room or shelter on a ship or boat where the wheel used for steering the boat is situated. Ah, interesting. So like not in my wheelhouse means like not in my control. Like you have no control over that thing. Interesting. The more you know. Yeah, it's all about steering your ship. And I think you can steer your ship in a universe that does or doesn't have free will. I don't think that question even matters, really, to be honest. It's kind of a dumb question. It doesn't matter at all. But steering your ship does matter, and that's important for all of us to steer our ship to where we want to go. We can get lured in by the siren song, a hot mermaid could come and try to derail your life. Anything could happen at any time. Storms arising out in the sea. Thunder, lightning. Maybe one of your sails gets hit by lightning and catches a flame. Who knows? Maybe a crew member goes overboard, a part of your psyche. Maybe you just run out of rum. There's a lot of things that could go wrong out there while steering your ship. Unfortunately, some adventurers don't make it, but I think it's better to die at sea than it is to die at shore, never having tried at all to see what lies on the other side of the ocean. What a sad life that is, to never go for your dream, It is true, this is a limited existence that we live, and if your dream is even unreasonable, I think is worth trying, but I think it makes more sense to have some kind of plan or logistical guideline to kind of get towards where you want to go. Like if you can't see the steps, envision it at all, then maybe you can't get there. I think that visualization is a really important thing, and a lot of athletes, professional athletes do it, Olympians and all that kind of stuff, is they'll visualize themselves doing the jump or the activity or shooting the basketball or whatever you want to put in there. But they can visualize it in their mind, and essentially if you can do it in your mind, you can do it in real life. So find a way in your mind to get to where you want to go, and believe that you can do it, and start taking action towards doing that thing. Like, you are powerful. You are a Super Saiyan. If you push yourself hard enough, you can do it. You have the Saiyan blood. What doesn't kill you will make you stronger. You will level up. So it's up to you. Everything is up to you. You are the master of your own universe. Your actions will decide your future. There is no one to blame but yourself for the outcomes in your life. Taking on that amount of responsibility can be hard for sure, but I think it's a good thing to do if you really want to level up and push yourself and become the best version of yourself that you can. Obviously, you still have to enjoy life a bit, take some breaks and stop and smell the roses. Read a poem or something about life or some cool thing like that. Eat a donut. Yeah, there's time for all those things, and that's where the balance comes in. Just finding balance in all things. And we'll talk again another time, but there will be myself challenging myself starting October, and I hope you challenge yourself starting today even. But it's nice to start on start of a new month for new beginnings, and I hope you keep working towards your dreams and living a good life. Take care out there. Till next time. October. Be there. Peace.